So we're gonna do some housekeeping real quick before we kind of get into the week, and then we're gonna do some. Now I'm gonna talk about my week. That's what I do here. Hopefully this goes through on the first try. I don't have to do this again because otherwise, me just playing a bunch of menus, it would not be as fun. Moving on. My name is Insane Raven, and I'm back with another episode. Ooh, that was gross. Of Letters of the Field. Letters from the Field. First, some housekeeping. I recently got a third job, and I'm currently in the middle of doing a bunch of papers and exams and things of the like. So that's fun. So I'm not entirely sure. So that's my alarm going off because it is now 7:40. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to cover all of the videos that we need. Next week won't be a problem. I've already recorded all those videos, but the week after, it may start to become a problem. I'm letting you guys know ahead of time so that there's no surprises. I'm going to try to keep at least one series going, completely uninhibited. So there's that. It's definitely not convenient. It's the timing is just off, and the biggest reason is because of the holiday season. As you guys know, I'm dealing with some court things that I am not at the liberty to fully discuss. And one of those things just cost money. So I picked up a third job to kind of help with the expenses and to kind of help with the everything about it. So there's that. But it is going to take a lot of money and a lot of time to kind of sort through all of it. So because of that, there may be a lack of as many videos as there usually are. I'm gonna try to not let it affect the channel as much as possible. But I can promise nothing. And that's pretty much why I'm telling you about this now, so that, if it does start coming up, you guys have a warning and you guys know ahead of time what's going on. Okay, so all that being said, let's kind of talk about the week and let's talk about what went on. First things first, Monday. Monday was a lot of fun because Monday kind of just went on. It was a good time, and I ended up going. Oh, there's 3 Brutuses. I did not know there could be 3 Brutuses. That's interesting. So Monday I went in for my interview, and kind of like talking about, I had my interview Saturday, which we talked about last week, but then I kind of went in Monday to follow up. I was like, hey, I didn't hear anything. I was kind of curious. You guys said you would call back Monday, and then I didn't get a call Monday. Just kind of wanted to make sure that we're all good, and that we are goods in thus hoods. And they were like, yeah, don't know why. Oh, I died. That's weird. Don't know why I didn't go through. It should have gone through. Don't know why that happened. But when you can come in, we said all the debate base pretty much, and I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna be coming in tomorrow, and I'm gonna be doing the rest of the paperwork and making it official, which is gonna be really good. Because like most idiotic gamers, I've had this childhood dream of working at GameStop. So it should be fun to kind of say childhood dreams do come true. Alright, let's see how this works. It's never worked out for me on Blackout, but it's a different thing now. What's it? So that is kind of fun to consider and to talk about. So that was Monday. Tuesday, went off without a hitch. Had class. In my class, we started talking about group work, and because it's a communications class, so we started talking about group work, and we were like, how does group work always seem to go horribly wrong? Here's how. Here's what the problems with group work are, and all this other stuff. So we're gonna do a group work project. And this group work project is gonna require you to first off work in a group. So, yay. But also it's going to have you kind of teaming up and figuring out things together. And I was like, oh, why don't you just kill me? Because I absolutely hate group work. I've always hated group work. Group work to me is probably one of the most cruel things you can do, because it's taking one person who could probably get a job done by themselves relatively well, and basically just crippling them and just being like, hey, you have to now work at a third of the ability that you're able to do because we want you to talk to people, and it just sucks. So I was like, okay, sure. And we start talking about it, and the group project is basically you have to solve a problem. And he's like, doesn't matter what the problem is, but you have to solve it, and good luck. Good luck solving your problem. And I was like, okay. So we kind of like, well, what are we okay with talking about for a good bit of time? And we kind of started throwing ideas around, and we started talking about video games. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to get to talk about gaming. And it's really cool. And I was like, all right, well, we can talk about so many things because there are a lot of problems in the gaming community that, as someone almost too deep in the community for its own good, that we can talk about it. It's going to be a really great time. And then, almost to kind of like prove me wrong and to say that group work still totally sucks and will always totally suck, my super conservative, super religious teammate goes, well, I think we should do the project on how video games are bad for our students. Also, I've never been over here. I have no idea where I'm going. Are bad for students because it encourages violence. And it's like, okay, no. And they're like, we should do a whole thing about how it's really bad for video games, for children to be playing these violent video games. And that it's going to, and then there's all these other things. All these like classic stereotyping of things that does not happen when children play violent video games was what this girl wanted to do this project on. And I was like, okay. I've had this argument so many times that I can almost not do any work at all for this project because I've already done this project so many times. So it should be interesting. So I'm like, alright. So the next time we meet is the day after Halloween, which is when we were to meet next. And I was like, okay. We're meeting the day after Halloween, and all we have to do is bring in some news articles concerning the topic. Oh, they are creepy. Concerning the topic I don't know what that trophy's for, but yay, trophy. And kind of going through and saying, okay, what do we need to learn? What do we need to do in regards for this project? And I was like, okay, so I printed out my stuff. I was all good. And then I went to the Halloween party. Now, I am very proud of the fact that on this channel, I keep it 100% honest 100% of the time. I try very hard not to lie to you. I try very hard not to sugarcoat anything on this channel. I don't believe it's something that I want to do for the channel. So it is something I try very hard not to do. So when I say on this Halloween party that I was very much lit AF, you have to believe me. We're doing shots of coconut rum. So at this Halloween party, I got invited to from an old high school friend, which first off, I don't even have high school friends anymore. She invited me over to her place for a Halloween party. I'm like, alright, that'll be awesome. We'll have a good time. We'll have a couple drinks. We'll have a good time. Because she also says it was BYOB. For those of you uninitiated, that's bring your own beer / bud if you partake. And I was like, okay. I don't know what this thing does, but I get so I was like, alright, I'm not bringing anything, so I'm not going to be able to really do anything, and that's fine, because I don't want to go too hard. You know, I still have responsibilities. I have to print out another article for my class, because that was the other thing, that part of the printing them out was for extra credit. So I was like, you know what, I need to kind of do this right, you know. It's like, okay. So I kind of started setting it up, and I'm like, alright, I'm good. We're fine. Then the bud gets passed around, and the tequila and rum shots get passed around. Then the punch and tequila mixed drinks get passed around. And by the end of it, I am gone. I am so gone that I am like on the ground, crawling around on the floor, like I'm in some Marvel, I'm in some army movie. Like, okay, the enemy's all around. If I just keep walking, they won't notice. And we should be fine. Spoiler alert, we were not fine. Oh, okay, I already have Zeus. It was absolutely insane. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine. Not fine. Ended up passing out on the couch. I learned later that, in the morning, because I woke up at like 4 o'clock with like that ninja, where I'm gonna go brawling type of confidence, where I'm like, I woke up, I was like, wah! Wah! And it turned out that her dad was spending the night that usually sleeps on the couch, where I was. So he was sleeping outside, and I was sleeping on the couch, and I was like, oh no, I'm such a terrible person. So I was like, okay. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna leave. So I got in my car. I'm at the point where I'm like, I can see things as they are, and not like it'd be okay. Like, I'm good. I'm fine. Yes, I'm using my Black Ops pass or whatever the fuck it's called. For all this. It's like, okay, cool. I go through and I'm fine. I'm like, this is good. We're in a good place. Token. I'm like, alright, cool. I get back to the house. It is around like 4:20 in the morning. Yes, I did realize the irony of that very quickly. It was like, alright, I just need to get in. That's all I need to do. And it'll be great. So I started knocking on my door. I started trying to put in the code in for my door, and I'm like, alright. Every now and then, the door just struggles the door. I was like, okay, that's fine. Why is it not letting me in? So I end up standing outside my door for a good like 40 minutes. Not 40 minutes, 20 minutes. Just like trying to enter this keypad. It's not working whatsoever. And I was like, okay, I know I am not that intoxicated. I know that. Like I know that about myself. I know that I'm fine. Not that bad currently. So alright, the door's just not working. I'm gonna go do the next best thing, and I'm gonna start pounding. I'm not start pounding. I'm gonna start trying to go through all the other doors, and just try to get in some other way. So I go around back. I try to open up the sliding glass door that we have, and it's locked. So instead of like opening, it makes this like sound that's really just loud. I'm like, ah, shit. So I push that back, just getting really upset at this point. I'm like, why? I just want to get inside my house at this point. I look at my phone, it's 4:40. That's why I thought it was 40 minutes when it was not 40 minutes. And I go to the front of the door. I'm like, I'm just going to start punching in this code again until we're good. Because at this point, I had already tried opening up all the car doors, because we have like clickers for our garage door. No one left the door unlocked. Good for them. They shouldn't. It's super unsafe if you do. And I'm just like, okay. I need to get in at this point. Because I was losing my mind. It was like, why is this shouldn't be that hard. It's not that big of a deal. Just legit, just let me inside my damn house. And just nothing. Just straight up nothing. I get the garage door open after another like 5 minutes, and Step Douche is like sitting in the door for the garage door, and he's looking at me like, oh wow, it glitched. Did a hard glitch. And I was like, was that you on the sliding glass door? And I was like, yeah, that was me. Door won't open. None of the doors are open. What's going on with the doors? And he just looks at me like, I don't know. And I was like, ah. So I get back to my room. I'm like, I'm just so done. I just want to take a nap. So I fall asleep, set up my alarms, and I'm good. I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, alright, it's 7 o'clock. I've slept for 2 hours. So a grand total of 6 hours all total, which is good. You know, it's good for me. And then I'm like, alright, I have everything done. I just don't feel like I'm good to, you know. Oh wow, we glitched out again. Look at that. I'm inside this dude. Okay, I think I'm just gonna switch over to multiplayer because that's just weird. So I'm doing that. I'm just like, come on. I wake up. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back to bed. And I go back to bed, and I'm fine, and I'm good. I wake up, and my phone has just blown up. It is now like 11 o'clock, and my phone is blown up to shit, and it goes, where are you? We're presenting today. We need to be here for the school project. And I was like, oh yeah. I'm not coming in today. My car's not working. It's really upsetting. You guys just kind of have to go on without me. And the response was, we did. Class ended 20 minutes ago. And I was like, glad you took my advice. The other thing that happened this week is that we have all of our new coworkers have come in, and we have a new manager for my one job, which is great, you know. And I mean that it is really good that we have new management. Now we have someone that like actually knows what they're doing in the job, and it just so happens that over the summer she was one of the managers for the summer location, and she loves me. She absolutely loves me, and she's talking to me all the time, and we're setting things up, and we're like, okay. And because I was talking to some kids, and she's like, do you know all the kids? And I was like, for the most part. I mean, I've worked with all of the kids at least at one point. The only group I don't really know is the first and second graders, because I just haven't worked with them as much. But for the most part, I know most of them. It's just like, oh, that's really cool. Yada. And I'm like, yeah. And the manager, who is not my friend, you can just see her hatred of me growing and building with every time I like basically get away with something or I do something. And I'm like, you know, I know that I said it almost as like a joke, but now I'm dead serious. Had she been the manager, I'm very sure that I would have been fired at this point. She would have made some way to just completely fire me and just kind of like rinse her hands, be done. So I'm very glad that I now have essentially the main manager in my pocket now, because it feels great. And she absolutely hates it, and it makes me laugh so much. It makes me laugh, and it's just so good. Yesterday, I went into work for the first time in about 2 weeks, and I learned that I was apparently really close to just getting fired. To the point where multiple different people were surprised that I even came in at all. Which, you know, that's not the kind of reception you want happening. It was something that I definitely expected to happen. You know, they were like, oh, well, you weren't cleared for that, you weren't this and that, and I knew all that, but at the same time, I was like, you know, I don't care. I had a good time up in Orlando that weekend, so fuck it. So I ended up spending a lot of yesterday at work just like, I don't even give a shit. I am so past the point of caring that I just don't anymore. So I had a hiccup, and I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, but walking in yesterday, I was like, okay, I hate this job. I hate this job so much. I hate being there for 9 hours at a time. I hate just everything about it. So, ideally, I'd like to be able to drop this job. You know, ideally that's what I would like to do, but it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. It looks like I'm going to have to drop my other job, my GameStop job, before I drop this job, just because of hours and whatnot. Which is not what I want to do. Also, sorry, I don't know why I thought I could have like a little handful of peanuts as I was recording. That was super rude. And yet I'm here anyway. So, you know, I'm an asshole. That's fine. But yeah, that's everything. I have a 9-page paper I have to write, which I'm on my 3rd page of writing. It's due Wednesday. I'm kind of just like, I'm already at the point of just making shit up, which is not a point I really want to be. But yeah, that's about everything. That's all I got. Wish I had more. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.